everybody. Good morning. Welcome to my kitchen. I am Kim from uncensoredfood.com. Go over there, subscribe, and be the first to get all the new recipes. Today, I am making a oh, there's a crazy cat lady. I love cats, but this chick is kind of nuts. That's another day. All right, so today, I'm making a very delicious bone-in, thick-cut pork chop, which normally I don't like to do on the stove because they get dry and hard and ridiculous. But if you cook it the way I'm going to suggest to you, that won't happen. It'll be juicy and delicious. So the first thing you do is you make a marinade. That's first, and that's key. So I'll be very careful to list out all of the things that are going into this delicious marinade, which I've already made, but for the most part, it's brown sugar. It's 6 cloves of garlic. I'm reading, can you tell? It's rice vinegar, it's fish sauce, it's soy sauce, it's ketchup, if you can believe that. I can't believe I even had ketchup. And it's very hot sauce, you know, hot to your taste. Let's see. And my taste up, woo! Sweet and hot, it's fabulous. Put all this shit together. Okay, and then you're going to put your pork chop, you're going to marinate it. You can marinate it for 6 hours in your kitchen, or you can marinate it in this wonderful little food saver device that I have, which I love so much. Pour that entire marinade onto your pork chop and zhuzh it around a little bit, top and bottom, get it nicely coated and covered in everything. When I use this food saver to marinate food, you can get all that flavor sucked into the meat in about 30 minutes. You don't have to wait. And now, as usual, I fucked up. Here's how that works. Okay, I finally decided to use a utensil like a grown-up. I have this food saver device, these are brilliant. And you put your pork chop in there with the marinade. Okay, you with me so far? Get it fully coated and covered. Lock it. Oops. Lock it. Then using my food saver, I have this little port that will go in here, and I'll suck out all the air. Noisy. And there you go. Now this is locked. I don't have to do anything else to this. This will suck in the flavor of the juice into the meat, and it'll cut the marinade time down from a couple of hours to 30 minutes. But I'm busy. It may be longer than that. We'll see how long it takes. There is definitely more than one way to marinate a chop. If you don't have a food saver thing that sucks the air out, do this. Want it. Stick it in as small a plastic bag as you can fit, and put the marinade in there and squeeze it so the air, as much air as possible, comes out. You want to keep that marinade in contact with the pork as best you can. Then put this in your refrigerator. Oh shit, I spilled. Who's surprised? You can do this even the day before and leave it in there overnight if you wish. The longer you leave it in the marinade, the more delicious it's going to be. When you're ready to cook this, don't throw this juice out, remember, because that's going to become the sauce that you serve it with. So I'll see you in about a second. Well, here we go, folks. If you use the food saver thing that sucks all the juices into the meat with pressure, you could be cooking this thing in about a half an hour. If you put it in a baggie in the fridge, you could leave it in overnight if you wanted. I took a little nap. I put a hat on. What the fuck? My hair is so out of control. I need a haircut. If there are any stylists that would like me to feed them, please come over with your shears and your scissors. Cut my hair and I'll cook you anything you want. But what I'm going to do is cook my delicious pork chop right here on my countertop using my new favorite toy, this great little hot plate. Because I'm using the hot plate, which I recommend to anyone. I don't got to schlep the lights over and do all kinds of shit. So you start by getting your Meissen pans. You know I'm a big fan of Meissen. Super hot. High setting. Add a little bit of olive oil to your pan and let that get hot. See that? And I got my pan for Meissen super hot with a little bit of olive oil in the bottom. Now we're going to sear this chop. Oh goodness, you hear that? The brown sugar that's in this recipe is what's going to use to caramelize this chop. Caramelize is just another word for burning, but it's a controlled burn. Oh my God, I wish you can smell this. I flipped it, you see it's caramelizing nicely. The key is to cook it at a medium temperature so that it burns, caramelizes beautifully, and it cooks through this very thick chop, so, but doesn't overcook. Okay, don't rush this, folks. Keep it on a medium to lowish temperature so that it cooks all the way through. Otherwise, you're going to be burnt, caramelized on the outside, and it's going to be raw on the inside and inedible. If you cook it too fast, the whole thing's going to get hard and flavorless. So, what's your rush? Go have a cocktail. Resist the urge to cut into a big piece of meat like this to see if it's cooked. The way I do it is a tap. You can tell from the density if it's cooked or not. If it's too loose, it's still raw on the inside. This one's almost ready. I have just taken that beautiful chop out of the skillet, and now here is the marinade. This goes into the pot, and you're gonna cook this slowly until it thickens. You see how beautifully this is thickening? Can you see it? It's darkening. We're gonna cook this on a low heat for 3 to 5 minutes only. And the brown sugar in there is what's going to thicken everything up. And it's going right on top of that chop. All done. Oh my goodness. Once you take your chop out, make sure it rests for at least 5 minutes or so before you serve it. I have made some garlic mashed potatoes, which look how fancy. I've decided to learn, oh fuck. How to pipe. Why not, right? I'm holding it in so it doesn't break. Turn it around. Oh, baby girl. Look at that. And here is my delicious marinade, thickened, which is gonna go on top of this beauty. Oh, baby. I wish you could be here right now. How gorgeous is that? Korean sticky barbecued, it's not really barbecue, but we'll call it that. Korean sticky pork chops with mashed potatoes. Bon appetit, everybody. Go to my website, donate a little something. This shit is expensive. But even if you don't, I love you anyway. Come back and let's cook again tomorrow. Something good. I don't know what. What do you want to eat? Also, what are you going to do for somebody else today? Usually I bring this over to my family's house to share. Maybe not so much today. See ya.